Hey, how you doing? Today is Tuesday, June the 18th of 2019, and it is 4:58 in the a.m. My name is Michael Smith, and this is my life. Took my glasses off because, I don't know, for some reason it looks really annoying seeing the glare from the screen or the reflection from the screen in my glasses, and you can't really see my eyes. That, and I think I look more handsome without glasses. So, today's Tuesday. I'm going to try to start doing these videos on a regular basis again, just because for some reason I think it's important. Maybe it'll just be me when I'm an old fart watching me talk about my life so that I can remember what an amazing life I had. Or maybe my kids will watch them, or my grandkids, or my great-grandkids. Who knows? Hard to tell. But yeah, so what's been going on? Well, this past weekend, a lot has actually probably happened since the last video I cut, but this past weekend was really kind of crazy. Mary and Cameron are back from Utah. That's my wife, Tanny. That's her sister and her brother-in-law, and my sister-in-law and brother-in-law. And they're two boys, Aiden and Jack, and they bring the dogs with them. And it's been kind of crazy. It's really thrown the schedule off. So you do your best to roll with it, and it's just been busy, busy, busy. I always have this idea that, I don't know, it seems like summer comes around and be like, oh yeah, summer, no school, everything will lighten up. I'll be able to get out in the shop and work on guitars, and I'll be able to work in the yard. And you have all these aspirations for what you want to do. And then, you get about a month into summer break. And it's not summer break for me, it's summer break for the kids. But I get in a month into summer break, and it's like, oh yeah, we stay insanely busy all summer. We stay insanely busy all the time. It's just been go, go, go. I guess my ego got dented this past weekend because it was Father's Day weekend. And I'll be honest, and this is going to sound really bad, and I'm not a good person. I try to be. I have many flaws. I don't like Father's Day. It's like my birthday rolls around, Father's Day rolls around. It's like you're kind of led to believe that it's supposed to be your day. It's not. Hack up a lung. It's not. I'm an artist. I'm someone who likes to create. You say, hey, it's your day, you can do whatever you want. I'm thinking, the old me would have been like, put me in the studio. Put me in the studio, let me write my books. I haven't written a book, but I have a book I've made serious progress on, so I really want to write a book. Finish this book I started. Let me work on music. Music is just so amazing. Let me work on poetry, visual art. I've kind of been messing a little bit with, like digital. I've made like 2, maybe 3 digital kind of like paintings, which I really enjoy. I love doing them on the iPad because you can like finger paint. That's a whole other thing. But no, so like, we got the Texas trip coming up, and I want to provide well for my family, so I've been working extra. I've been working overtime on Saturdays. So Saturday mornings I get up extra early, and I go into work, and I work a half a day, which is great. It's an amazing opportunity to have, because typically I like the guys I work with. I like my work. And it's low pressure, work, because it's more of a laid back atmosphere, and so there's like half my day, and then I come home, and then it's like we go to church on Saturdays typically, because Walter's a server, and we're short on servers, and so it seems like every Saturday he's serving, and I just think it's amazing. I'm so proud of Walter for doing that. Kane too, when he used to do it. Kane sings in the choir now. Of course, Kane works, and so he goes to church on a traditional Sunday, which I think is great. I don't know if he sings in the choir when we're not around. I know that when we're around, he sings in the choir, and I think it's just to get away from us so he can be his own man. But man's got to do what a man's got to do. But Father's Day comes rolling around, and I was like, oh, Father's Day. We had a Father's Day breakfast, lunch, and dinner schedule, and my wife's like, well, what do you want to do for Father's Day? And I was like, well, it sounds like it's really pretty much already planned. And she's like, no, the food. And I was like, well, so I did get to go to the Kettle. I wanted to go to, just because it's a diner and it's not fancy, and I don't know. It wasn't, it's local, it's semi-local, it's one town over, so it's like, it's not a big production, whereas if you try to go to a steakhouse or something, it becomes a really big deal, because you gotta get everybody ready, and then the drive, and so forth and so on. And I just like simplicity, hence no hair. I could talk on 45 minutes on that alone, how I think being bald now is great. But anyway, we get there and have a great time. And then my dad, I was supposed to have lunch with my folks, and my dad got hurt recently. And then he decided to do too much and compounded the issue. And so I didn't get to see my folks for Father's Day. And that kind of stung a little bit, but my dad's notorious for not showing up for family-type functions. So that cleared up, and I was like, okay. And my wife asked me, she's like, well, if you were going to do, something, what would you do? And I was like, what, let me go out, eat at the Kettle, and then let me take the kids to the guitar store, and, and share with them my passion for music, and show them the different guitars that I think are really cool, and talk to them about me. Share me with them, and then come home, maybe, or I think I said to go out and watch a movie, something that I liked, and then maybe come home and play some board games with them and stuff. Now, I did get to play some board games with them. Played Sorry, played some checkers, played Uno with them. That was really cool because the lunch fell through. But we ended up having dinner, and my wife kept asking me if I wanted, some family friends to come over. And I was kind of like, I really don't want to. She likes to entertain. And so I called them like, hey, you guys want to come over? And they were like, oh, we're busy. We already have plans. So I was like, okay, great. I spend time with my kids. And then my in-laws ended up coming over for dinner because my wife invited them over. And I don't know. I love my in-laws. I love my family. I'm very grateful. They're really cool people. I'm also an introvert. I'm an artist and I'm an introvert. And so being around lots of people, for some reason, it sounds really silly, but for some reason it's really taxing. It is. It's just really hard. For some reason, there are some days where it just physically feels like it wears me out. Like I feel like I've run a marathon. And my wife took some pictures when we were at the Kettle, the little diner place, and we were all there with our family, and it was an amazing picture. But Zach, my 3-year-old, soon to be 4, it looked like he was doing this, but from a distance, it looked like he was flipping off the camera. And I'm sitting next to him, and, well, one person may suppose that I was on my phone. I was actually praying. My wife caught me praying, which I thought was kind of cool, but nobody will ever think that I was praying in the picture, but no one. But yeah, Father's Day is not really for fathers. At least it doesn't seem like it. I don't know. But yeah, work's going well. Kids are doing great. My kids inspire me beyond belief. I'm still fighting my personal flaws day in and day out. And I really wish it would stop. I really wish, that there was a milkshake or a pill or something that I could take and I could just become the person that I want to be. But life doesn't work like that. It's a journey, and I've been working, even though I've kind of fallen back into bad habits a little bit, I'm working ever so hard to become the sculpt. It's kind of like sculpting, cutting away the parts of you that cover up the real you. And so that's what I've been working on, and just that pursuit of becoming a better man, because I have great kids, because I have a great wife, because I have a great family, and I want to be the best I can for them. And temptation is just, it's terrible. Was it from one of the apostles was like, why do I do the things I don't want to do, and why do I not do the things that I want to do? Because of temptation, because of brokenness. But, I go to church, I pretty much go to church Monday through Friday. I go pretty much every day for a little bit of adoration and some prayer. And I pray the Liturgy of the Hours, which, I know for some people that may seem very foreign and like it doesn't make sense and a waste of time, but focusing on the discipline that Jesus Christ offered, about giving of self, about loving, about accepting others, about casting away selfishness, love, and then love some more. I just, the benefits that I've seen it reap in my life are just amazing. And I truly do believe that there was a man named Jesus Christ that walked the earth. I do believe he was crucified. I do believe that on the third day he rose again, and that he was the Son of God. Again, that's something I could spend oodles of time on. I mean, his 12 disciples died horrible, tragic deaths at which at any point could have stopped or been negated if they just said, yeah, it's fake. But they died these tragic deaths. And I don't know, the eyewitness testimonies, and I don't know. It's just to say that in life just is so beautiful and so perfect, to say that it's all a cosmic accident, I have a hard time. You look. It's like you look at a wind-up wristwatch, and how it's perfectly made to work ordered. No, it's flawed because it's made by man, but the fact that it is beautiful and it works as well as it does, and it's very ordered. And when I look, day-to-day beings, as much as human beings try to mess it up, this world still works really well. When you pan back or you pull back and you look at the cosmos and you see how everything works together, it looks like a giant watch, I don't know. I guess the point of all this video is to please take the time to stop thinking of yourself. Step outside yourself, look around, see how beautiful life truly is. And don't focus on yourself, focus on others. Focus on life. Because focusing on yourself is just like a grain of sand on the beach. And the beach is there to run around and play in the water and to have absolute fun in. And yeah, there's going to be bad times. There's going to be really junky times, crappy times, whatever you want to say, But all in all, life is what you make of it. And if you can look to get through the junk times, life is absolutely amazingly beautiful. That's all I got to say about that.